All right, guys. So this is episode one of my RV life journey. I don't think that I did a really good job of explaining it in the moment when I first got the RV because I was just so excited to share with everybody. And also, I just was overwhelmed with emotions and things that I had to think about and preparation, all these different things, right? So when I made the video, like I said, I didn't do a very good job of explaining things. So before we jump into that whole journey of me getting in the RV and bringing it back to where I am now, I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of an understanding. So I broke my spine in a seizure incident. That was a few months ago. I'm still healing. I actually should be wearing a brace right now. If my doctor's watching, I apologize. Sorry, Dr. Carlson. But I, as a result, I was out of work, and I couldn't afford to live in my house anymore. And my landlords basically gave me an option, either come up with a bunch of money that I didn't have, or you know, get out or get evicted. And if I was willing to get out within a certain amount of time, I wouldn't get an eviction on my record. So I decided to go the RV route. I actually was originally going to sleep in my car for a little while until I could buy a Sprinter van and get a loan for one. But what ended up happening is my grandfather, God bless him, he found a 1981 GMC Travelcraft RV. Um, when we first got it, it was in a little bit of rough shape. I would say we're about $6,000 to $7,000 into it at this point, on top of what we paid for it, and it still needs a lot of work. When I say needs a lot of work, it's kind of just a lot of work that I want to do to it because it just looks very vintage. And there's a few pieces that definitely do need work, but we'll get into that a little bit later in either this video or future videos. Um, I was in my hometown of Thief River Falls, Minnesota. And if you don't know where that is, I'll put it on the screen right here on a map. It is like 45 minutes from North Dakota and 45 minutes from Canada. It's way up there and it gets really cold, and it's not a place where you want to be in the winter if you're living in an RV. My grandfather found a way to get that RV. Actually, I'm pretty sure he brought it himself to my my parents' place, and so I I ended up flying from Minneapolis to my hometown. Yes, somehow there is a flight that goes there to a town of like 10 or 12,000 people. I got in the RV and I drove it home with no power steering and brakes that barely worked. It was very dangerous, and also the tail lights and blinkers didn't work very well either. I almost killed an Amish person's horse because it went crazy as I was driving by and tried to run onto the road. A lot of stuff happened on that 5 hour drive, but we ended up figuring out that it costs around 66 cents per mile when that RV was full of nothing. Like, it was just me and the cupboards and everything, the appliances that come with the RV. And so it's probably going to be less, I imagine. It really depends on a lot of factors. I'm really crossing my fingers and praying that things will work out and it won't cost as much to travel around as am thinking it's going to. But we'll see, and we'll adapt, and we don't have to move at a rapid pace. I think the best way for me to do it is to stop in one place for a little while and then kind of stay there for a little bit and really get a good idea for what that area is like. Sorry, I guess I got a message and I was reading it. Um, eh, so that will let me, save up some money in between places, so that, if I want to get out to San Jose or LA or something, probably not right now with the fires. Um, and my heart goes out to everybody affected by that. Um, then I can do that, but maybe it takes me a month or two. But the great thing about that is I really get to soak in all of the places between here and there. So, um, I got the RV the last month and a half. I've been trying to move things from this house to that RV. Today is, uh, the end of days. This is the last time I'll be living in a house, probably for a while. I don't really want to go back to living in a house, or renting. I think that the nomadic lifestyle is what suits me. I have Wanderlust, as we say in German, or Wanderlust. And honestly, I think it's gonna be really healthy for me and my dogs, just mental health wise, like even giving them a walk every day. Dogs just kind of sit around all day, right? But now we're gonna get to go on all these adventures and see the world, and you know, they're gonna have all kinds of new smells to experience. So I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, that's enough talking. Um, Long story short, I drove it here. We figured out the gas mileage, got it repaired, did a bunch of interior work. I got a bunch of my stuff moved in. But now I'm going to cut to the video, cut to that whole journey, and I will see you guys in the past. All right, guys, it's Frizzy here. I'm at the Minneapolis airport at a Chili's, having myself a strawberry marg before the flight. I'm flying from Minneapolis to my hometown up north in Minnesota, where I'm going to pick up my RV. So next time you see me, I will be with my new home, and I'm so excited. Lots of things have to be done to it, and it's going to be a work in progress, but you guys will be following me along every step of the way, and I can't wait. So see you guys soon. So we have a slight issue. I just found out that where they dropped me off is gate F, and now I have 15 minutes to get to gate B, which is the complete other end of the airport in a different terminal. So I'm probably gonna have to take a tram, and we'll see if I can get some help. We're heading in the right direction. I just gotta keep going all the way down that way and hope that I get there in the next 7 minutes to literally the last gate in this airport. Wish me luck. At least there's some pretty art along the way on this walk stand walkway. Not sure that I have the time to stop and admire it right now, but it's cool that there's something there. We made it. I feel like shit, but we made it. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm still wearing the same thing I wore at the airport from 2 days ago. This trip turned into a lot longer than I anticipated it to, just because we had some troubles with the RV. But as you can see, we got her. This is my new home. I can't wait to travel the country with her. Everything works, all the appliances. We got a brand new mini fridge in there. It does need a lot of cosmetic work, but she runs like a charm, and heats up like a charm too, so it'll be great for winter camping. But here's what we got so far. I have to get on the road. I've got 5 hours of driving back to my the house that I'm packing up, so I can say hello to my puppies, who I'm sure miss me, who've been getting sat by a buddy. So I'm gonna go drive home and see my dogs, and I will update you guys with more information on the RV when it's not -5 degrees out and I can actually work inside the vehicle and show you guys the interior. All right, so I have to get going. Like I said, I really have to get on the road, so I'm trying to make this quick. But this is a 1981 GMC Travelcraft. They didn't make a lot like this model. Most of them were vans. So there's not a lot online in terms of like manuals and like good information, which sucks because it makes my life really difficult when it comes to remodeling this fucking thing, because I don't know where any of the wires go. Sorry, freaking, I should probably watch my language now that I'm on YouTube. My nails are dirty. I apologize. I've been working on this thing for the last like 24 hours straight, but let me give you a little bit of a tour. It's in rough shape, but not that bad of shape. Yeah, that's a 1981 with 58,000 miles. I'll show you the odometer if you don't believe me, but so we have up top the main sleeping area, and as you can see, that paneling's falling apart. So first thing I'm gonna do before I go camping is I'm gonna rip that paneling down, and then I'm just gonna staple some carpet up there, cut it to shape, and hot glue it up there or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out. And then you'll also see kind of in that corner there, the wood is peeling. That's actually kind of happening in a lot of places around the camper. You might not be able to tell, but anywhere where the wood's peeling, I'm just gonna start shaving that off, and then I'm gonna paint over it with some latex paint. So we'll be all set, but this is this has to be a queen size bed. So I actually think I might have an extra queen size mattress at home that I could use to replace that one, because that one's just old and I don't want to sleep on that. But check out this mini fridge, right? And we got a full kitchen here. Again, a little dirty, a little 80s, but everything works. We got a heater down here that actually, I've got a 30-pound propane tank underneath the vessel, and it has been holding propane perfectly fine, no leaks at all, and it gets toasty in here. So I will be doing a lot of winter camping, but first things first, I'm gonna get this bad boy home. I'm gonna pack it up with my stuff and do a little bit of reno in here, make it a little bit more my own, decorate it a little bit, and then set up Starlink and get going. So first stop, Montana, but I will continue to update you guys. I can't talk apparently. I will continue to try to update you guys weekly if I can, and even more than weekly if that's possible. So please consider subscribing. This is going to be quite the adventure. I plan to do this for a few years. So yeah, thanks for watching. My name's Frizzy, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.